Nice, yeah, so as promised, next one up, Tredarran Strike Team, next to the sort of large size boxes we've got. That might make it to retail as is. So there you go, there's your Tredarran Strike Team. There's the back. And basically this sort of serves two purposes, this box. There's two ways of doing it. The first is that it just adds a whole bunch of more Tredarran enemies and loot and whatever to your, effectively the antagonist side of the game. Alternatively, hopefully if we look through it, one of the things it does is it allows you to play as Tredarrans as well. So you can have a Tredarran team going through. Let's find the safest way to open this up. Okay. There we go, cellophane coming off. And down and away. So there you go. Obviously Tredarran's very sort of evoking that sort of World War I trench warfare theme. Also, what have we got? We've got adventure book, straight off the back, adventure book. This will probably have the rules info for each of those missions with them as the bad guys, but it'll also have all the rules for playing as characters. Various ones you've got in here. There's your rule. Straight into some cardboard. So lots of tokens there. Many of these are familiar, so you've got various different side bag tokens, poison, stunned, radioactive ones that came. If you've had the original Tredarran expansion, these will all be familiar to you. Just flip it over, there's, see, the other side. A couple of new ones don't understand what the construction one is for. Again, not sure what this one is, these ones are for. More side bag tokens, again not sure what those are for. Poison gas on one side, poison not on the other. Strike, don't know, probably in the rules. And there you go. Looks like a doomsday device. You can get those in resin from the Dark Forge line. I've got them, I must admit. That's part of a mission, presumably. I know, look, we've got some bits here, so they've got their own camps system. Flamethrower, more camp stuff. Those are token versions of some of the Tredarran expansion miniature guys. Okay, then into the box itself. Card brick, come to that in a moment. Single sprue of Tredarrans. Right, we'll go through those in a moment. So yeah, just very quickly, you can see this is going to be, yeah, this is their version of the expedition camp. So they've got their expedition supplies, hospital campfire, a couple of locked in things you have to open up, I guess. Oh. Pretty picture of Tredarran on the back. Yeah, you've got field hospital, supplies, campsite, war depot, command post. Yeah, that's basically how to have an expedition camp with Tredarrans as your heroes. And here's the assembly. Whoop. Come on, it's not coming out. Is it not coming out because it's part of the cardboard? It's not coming out because it's part of the cardboard. That's quite clever. There's nothing under the cardboard in this. This cardboard's got your how to put things together. There is, by the looks of it, 5 different models: a sergeant, a female sergeant, a specialist, a legionnaire, and an engineer. I'm not entirely sure how you know the difference with Tredarrans as to male and female, but apparently you can. So, okay, so here we go. Trench soldier. Looks like one of the basic Tredarran models. So it's like if you can use one of the basic Tredarran enemies out of the Tredarran expansion, looks like you can hire them as a henchman. Oh yeah, and you can do that for Zedvor Grenadiers out of that. And the Raiders, which are their own sort of, they're a box of, I think it's 6 you can buy. You can buy 6 Tredarran Raiders as a standalone box. Oh, and a Trench Mutant is one as well, which is in the Tredarran expansion, or World expansion. So how to use them as allies. I think that's pretty much all the existing Tredarrans. Okay, and then you've got your heroes. You've got the engineer, legionnaire, specialist. There's one thing I'm missing there. sergeant, and so on. And then there you go, there's the strike team as a bad guy. Okay, so that's that. Let's have a look at the sprue. Should be 5 models. And there we go. That's what it looks where. Oh, we'll get those out of the way. There we go. Again, I'm not going to try and work out which ones are which, but that's your 5 heroes with Tredarran on 1 sprue. Finally, a card brick. So there's basically an overworld threat card for Tredarran, which I presume is going to be the strike team. Yeah, there you go, strike team, overworld threat for Tredarran. And then there's some variants of it in high, medium and low for use elsewhere. Strike team weapons of war. Beats me, they are probably special weapons that the Tredarran Strike Team may use. Team ability Tredarran, so yeah, like the Vikings and the Conquistador, new mechanic. If all your people are playing Tredarrans, you get to use some of these special team abilities they can use between each other. Team abilities? What? Why are they different colours? I'm not quite sure of this. That was a purple one. That's a yellow one. Team abilities. Now we've got a red one. Oh, these may be. Yeah. So if you look at the top left, they've got a different Tredarran symbol. There are different Tredarran factions. If you're in the Tredarran expansion box, you'll tell you what all these are. So yeah, there's another one, whatever faction that is. They've got each of the Tredarran factions has a variety of different abilities. I mean, how many Tredarran factions are there? There we go. That's all of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And this would appear to be. There you go. This is 7, 6. 6 should be 7 if there's 7. I don't know. 6 here cards, allowing you to basically randomise your faction and give special abilities depending on what faction you are. Okay. Set of Tredarran personal items. First would have been seen with the Tredarran Veteran, who is another Tredarran hero. They were a standalone hero produced a while back as a Kickstarter exclusive, I think. They can go with mixed in with those. This is, of course, there we go, all the starting gear. Heavy chunk of it. Oops, dropped it. There's a heavy chunk of it, but that's because obviously I think the Tredarrans come to battle well prepared. And there's your Tredarran starting abilities for the Tredarran heroes, and your random bit of special rules. So there you go, that's the Tredarran Strike Team box. That will let you now play as, instead of like a Viking or a Conquistador adventuring team with all their camps and expeditions and specialists, you can play as Tredarrans instead. And hopefully in future, there's not here because it's integrating all the existing Tredarran stuff as potentially heroes or henchmen. Hopefully in future, everything that's done for Tredarran will include the rules to use it in your strike team. But that's Tredarran. So next box that looks largest. Next box that looks like a retail box. I'm going to go for the Thunderforged Titan. So that's the next one.